Welcome into the Film Guy Network. It's football season, which means I've got a film study for you. What's up? You like that? You really like that? Let's shut up and grind some tape. What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome in to the Film Guy Network on a fabulous Wednesday afternoon here inside the studio. Got a great one planned for you today. One of the premier pass rushers in college football made readily available in the transfer portal, Damon Wilson. I believe he was a 10-sack guy last year at Missouri, top 5 in the SEC in sacks, now going to be a Miami Hurricane. This guy's been a dude for a long time. Former 5-star out of Venice High School down there in South Florida, goes to Georgia, spends 2 years. First year on the bench, second year really playing some of his best football in a red and black jersey, and then goes to Missouri, has a bang-up junior year, and now going to Miami for a senior season. Now, there is no doubt about it. This guy is a premier pass rusher. I think the biggest challenge for this Miami defensive staff and Jason Taylor is to figure out how to create a sense of run game responsibility in this young man, okay? There is not a lot of run game tape that we're going to show you today, but there is a ton of getting after quarterbacks, and that's what we pay this position to do. He is going to impact quarterbacks, no doubt. But I don't know about you, Jonathan. I don't know about Miami fans listening today, but I thought first and second down, Ruben Bain and Messidor was just as impressive and fun to watch for me as a football observer as the third down pass rush clips. And by the way, we don't get into third down pass rush clips unless we're great on first and second down. So we're going to have to learn how to do that and get coached up how to do that. But I don't think there's a defensive staff better at doing that right now than what Miami has put on display in the last couple of years. Excited to do this with you guys today. I've already went through the rules. No. Hey, we got a couple of rules around here. If you learned anything about the game of football today, you must subscribe. If you learned anything about your favorite football team today, you must subscribe. If you have any fun at all today, and I know I will, you must subscribe. Let's shut up and let's grind the tape. Always feel like I'm in my bag when I'm talking this line of scrimmage, Jonathan. You know how it is. This is one of those guys, okay? Now, the thing about Missouri defense, and I don't know if this is a Damon Wilson thing because he comes from a Georgia place where they prioritize run defense first. We're going to stop the run, and then we're going to earn the right to rush the passer. At Missouri, they were just like, whatever you want to do, big dog. Like, whatever you're feeling, you and Zion, whatever you and Zion Young are feeling, buddy, you let it happen. So on this tape against Alabama, you're going to see a lot of this type of stuff from him, okay? He's going to be cueing to the film. He's going to be cueing to his teammates that he thinks he's got something going on. He knows based off film study, okay, whoa. Hands up, alert. Boom, immediately into a rush stance. What do you think we know? We think we know it's pass, okay? So they get a lot of this. They allow him to study a lot of tape. They very clearly had some type of analyst on this staff that helped him with these things because multiple times, if you watch this guy enough, you will see him make sacks and immediately turn around and point to the sideline at the coach that tipped him off, okay? So they're doing something right at Missouri with regards to allowing these defensive ends to play with elite freedom. Look at that twitch up, right? We think we know what we got going on right now, don't we, okay? And we get upfield a little bit too much, and it's run, okay? So some of these times we guess wrong. Did you see that right there? This is the type of stuff that I didn't see from Miami, okay? And I don't know if he'll be allowed to do as much moving forward. Okay? Get way upfield, and we avoid the crash right there. We got to squeeze on that kick block right there, okay? You know who he reminds me of, honestly? He looks a lot like Marquise Lightfoot. Now, I'm not saying this is a concern. I'm saying this is something Messidor was a 250-pound man. Ruben Bain's a 275-pound man, all right? Damon Wilson's 240, plays with twitch and bend and fun and flair. Marquise Lightfoot, former 5-star, because he's an edge player that bends, rushes, gets home, right? Twitchy athlete. He's like a power forward. We got to find some of that big manness that we had last year, if you will, okay? But, man, are we twitched up. There is no doubt about it, all right? And I thought we were a terrible matchup for Caden Proctor right here. We ran by him for a good 3.5 quarters in this one. As did Zion at the top side. That Zion Young cat's really, really good. I like that we have a little bit of shimmy to us in our rush. We're not a full speed guy only, all right? Our little shimmy right here gets Proctor to settle again so we can actually capture his edge. All right, watch this. Get upfield, sell the speed, right? Get him worried about it. Just give him a little shimmy, have him resettle again. Now we fight his hands and get to the edge. Now it also helps us that Alabama, for some reason, was the only team in college football 5-step drop in their Qs. Okay? Sometimes I feel like I got to do. That means the launch point is much deeper in the pocket, so the speed rushes can be a lot steeper, if you will. We don't have to bend the hoop as much. Okay? I don't hate this run game rep from him down here on the bottom of your screen, okay? How do we feel about turf tape, by the way, Jonathan? Because I think it looks steezy, all right? But, hey, this is much better than that first rep we showed you, right? We guessed pass on that first rep, got way upfield. We didn't really squeeze the kick blocker. This time we are, right? Boom. That makes that run crease way tighter, right? That helps our teammates way, way, way more. And surprisingly, who makes the play? Our teammate that we delivered the crease to, right? Boom. There's that linebacker showing up right there in that crease. Now he gets to make that play for us. And it helps that 80's overplaying his skis. Is that where you were chuckling at? Yeah. Again, man, I am a big fan of 4-down football players. It's great that we get home on 3rd down. I loved watching Miami on 1st and 2nd down far more than I did on 3rd because I knew on 3rd and 12 what was about to happen. They're going to get after your ass. I wanted to know how they got there on 1st and 2nd. We got to get better. All right, so 1st and 10 run play right here from him, okay? And I think we get pinned. We do. We got truck toss coming towards us. Now, remember this. Take a good mental picture of this rep. We got another one of them coming up later in the red zone, and we play it much better. Okay, we play it much, much better. But I've got to see a little bit better of an instinctual effort the first time we get it when we see this. Condensed split and the angle of the wide receiver's chest indicates to me that we're coming down. Right, Jonathan? We got a very, very tight split to the line of scrimmage. Also, where are our feet? Do you see that our left foot is up? Now, why is that? So our first step can be with our right foot and down. All right, if our feet are right foot up, left foot back, we have to do what? We have to cross over with our left foot to step down. So everything right here, we got to be picking these tendencies up. Okay, also, he is really, really light on his hand, is he not? What might he be doing? He might be pulling around that down block. Okay, so these are the types of things that I know. I would imagine a 12-year Hall of Famer. Is Jason Taylor a Hall of Famer? Damn sure should be. A Hall of Fame edge rusher like Jason Taylor will show these things so we don't have to be caught off guard like we are right here. We are definitely caught off guard. It's the only reason a wide receiver can collision us like that and win the rep. If he's not, we riot. That's like a 160 sack guy.
We're sure his name's James Taylor?
Jason Taylor, big dog.
He is a Hall of Famer.
Yeah. This is just that Ty Simpson is really good. Okay. Every once in a while you'll get one of these. We're here to watch Damon, but we're also here to watch this. This guy wasn't himself towards the end of the year. I felt so dumb picking them down the stretch, but this is why. Look at this football. All right. He about to let this sucker rip into that window. That window right there. Boom. That's a ball. We beat the camera on this one, Jonathan. Watch this. Cameraman's like, what in the hell just happened? Zips right by our face. We'll get there eventually. I think he's celebrating. There he is, the new Texas A&M Aggie. All right. Why do my notes say don't think we need to be sideways here? Okay. All right. Here's what we got. They're trying to duo us, all right? Let's get here, okay? They're trying to down block this edge, okay, and then bounce this thing right off of us. Now, my question here to you, Jonathan, is do we expect double team? I think that's what we're expecting. That's why we're giving this skinny shoulder. But in reality, I think we should be doing what the rest of our teammates are doing. What's he doing? Square shoulders, he's about to press out. What's 95 doing? Square shoulders, he's about to press out. What's 10 doing? Square shoulders, he's about to press out, right? All of these football players are holding strong, right, Jonathan? Keeping their gap maintained. What are we doing on the backside? We're getting skinny, aren't we? Who's going to get bounced right now? Us, okay? Again, don't know what we're channeled to do, charged to do, don't know what we're asked to do. I don't know if we've got a C gap or B gap right there and the damn linebacker's supposed to crack or place. I have no idea, right? I don't know if we're responsible for this gap and he's supposed to squeeze down in here. I don't know, all right? When I look at things like this, I look at what your teammates are doing, which is building a wall, and these two guys are filling gaps, all right? And then I look at what you're doing over here. Elite hands. I think it's something he's gotten much, much better at. All right, we're getting a chip right here, okay? So that's the other thing. We have become such a dominant pass rush threat early on in this football game, even the pressures I'm not showing you, all right, that we're now starting to get chipped, okay? We've gotten chipped from the tight end and the running back already at this point in the game. Watch the hands on the tight end right here. Put us in two. We're going to swipe that guy, get an overhand. All right, he's out of the equation now. Here comes Forsby, the right tackle. All right, boom. We're going to give him a big stick on the chest. But guess what? That was a falsetto, Jonathan. That was a little fake. All right, we stabbed the chest. Now we're pulling it away after we got him to commit his body. Here's the thing about offensive linemen. When they feel like their chest is impacted, like you're about to meet me with a bull rush, what do I have to do to counter that bull rush? I've got to meet it with force, right? I've either got to bull hop and absorb it, all right, or I've got to meet you with contact. Well, what happens if I give you one of them fake ones, have you commit to that contact, and then rip up underneath you? That's exactly what Damon's doing right here, okay? Really, really good hands in both equations. And a really explosive finish. Get to see it from the tight right here. Boom. Almost the same move twice right here. Good fake stab. Get him to overcommit. You see that body lean right there from 75? That's what we're trying to get. We're trying to get to that chest plate, make him think he's getting bulled. In reality, he's getting ripped. Bam. Great finish on the cue. Now, here's the good thing about him, all right? They rush relentlessly at Miami. If you watch them, they play 4 quarters of high effort, high octane football. It was one of the more impressive things. Again, the rundown defense from Ruben Bain, but watch that dude's 12th snap of the series. Watch his pass rush. All right. 2-minute drill, 6th play of the possession. Watch his pass rush. They played with really, really high levels of intensity throughout. And he's coming from a place in Missouri where they prioritize that as well. I think this clip, epitomizes that more than anything, okay? And it's not necessarily Damon. It's everybody involved. Damon's there to fall on the football, but I really, really want to point out number 9 over here, okay? Zion Young. All right, this is the type of stuff that I think is contagious, if you will. All right, we're constantly pursuing the quarterback, constantly to the very last second, like this right here. This play is dead for most people. We'll just take the sack. We'll appreciate the celebration. It's 3rd and long. Not Zion Young, not Missouri's defense, not these guys, okay? We're going to continue to fight through the echo of the whistle, and we get a punch out right here. We get a massive turnover in the opponent's end. We get the offense the ball on the 19, okay? So this type of, intensity is instilled on the team already. You don't have to worry about this coming over, okay? I don't think, at least. Now, this is a straight-up hold, my boy. This is a hold over here at left tackle, okay? But you can see what the speed does to him, right? He is terrified and trying everything he can to get out of that stance, and he's still cooked. I think we have elite football intellect in terms of down distance formation personnel. What's about to happen to us, I think he does a great job of it. All right, I told you to take a mental picture of that truck toss play, right, Jonathan? This is it, right? Fool me once, can't get fooled again, right? Watch him. Okay, that first time we took a step upfield. Okay, we got collision by Jeremy Bernard, and it cost us. It cost us a 9-yard run on a first down play. Here we go, tight end. Guess what? We moved first. Okay, we're expecting this. We're loading up for the down block on number 80. I can tell you right now, I know the outcome of this play, but if I didn't, I can tell you right now, we're going to win this rep. Okay, we're going to win this rep because we're prepped and we're in a good spot to do so, and that's exactly what we do. We stretch it, corner turns it back in, we scrape off of number 80, and we make a play. That's a great job of being in-game coachable. Ooh, this is an elite job of selling speed right here. All right, we got him worried about the speed rush, don't we, Jonathan? We got this big old 74 really, really worried about us getting upfield. Well, guess what we're going to do? We're going to get right back inside, all right, on this TE stunt. It's a great job by the defensive tackle, too, but it's also a great job by the DC. Hey, understanding what's going on. We're running by this left tackle a good bit. We're running by this right tackle a good bit. Well, what happens if we sell him speed and then work back in? What happens if we sell him speed? Great job right here getting hands-on, too. That really sells home this stunt, okay, because now we're engaged with both of these offensive linemen. They feel as if they have to commit. If there's still space in between us where they can cross, hey, they're getting back, they're sorting it out, they're figuring it out, they got time to adjust. We get upfield and we get engaged. Whoo, hook, line, and sinker. Let's set the hook right there. Boom, get home. Now, here's what I would like, okay? Never mind. I like that we're trying to get the pressure first because the pressure creates the bad ball. I was going to say I'd like to see us swipe at the football, but to be honest with you, I think he knows we got a quick trigger. We got to get home now. We don't have time to swipe at the football. Now, most people will watch this rep and they'll be like, where's the counter move? Why are we just seeing red rushing through his chest? Okay, a lot of NFL draft gurus nowadays, they're going to be doing that. Now, what are we trying to do as a defense right here, Jonathan? Do you have any idea?
Contain the pocket.
You daggum right. We're mush rushing him right now. Okay, he squeaked out on us a couple times. He got us for a 25-yard rush a little bit earlier. He squeaked out on us. We've been getting upfield a little bit too much. So now we're going to squeeze the pocket. That's how we do it. That's a tremendous mush rush right now. So now what's the quarterback's only option? To be a man, step up through the smoke, or spin out and take a 20-yard negative. What's he going to do? He's going to spin out. This guy's a little bit special, though. Okay, he a little bit different. Most guys can't do that. Most guys can't roll left full speed in a dart, all right? You can't tell me the rib injury didn't impact him a little bit because that dude was doing magician shit for 7 or 8 weeks last year. Now, this rep, okay, I think Forsby or whoever, I always mix up his name. 75 right here is goated in this conversation. I think Monroe Freeling takes a close silver on the platform. But the offensive lineman that's going to let the world know it is not his fault when something goes wrong, this guy definitely thought he was getting a chip. And I can tell by the way he acts after he gives up the sack. Watch 75 right here, okay? What the hell? Where's my chip? You know who's bad about Monroe's bad about this. Okay, watch the Notre Dame strip sack from a year ago. He's expecting a chip. Watch the Notre Dame or the Ole Miss strip sack in the Sugar Bowl this year. He definitely did not expect that ball to be snapped. And you know, you can tell on tape, okay? But great job finishing right here at the edge position from Damon. He just ran right by the guy. Still really good hands, though. Even if 75 was ready to play, he ain't getting hands on my chest. I've got his top wrist right there. I don't know if y'all can see that, okay? I've got my left hand on his right hand. He ain't got a chance to get to my chest. And at this point, I've already given him my back. I'm running the hoop already. There's the point I'm talking about, okay? I see this all the time from him. When he gets a good get off, when he gets a good rush, when he gets a good tip, somebody gave it to him. They're doing something right in Missouri, okay? But there are some blowbacks to this. We'll show you. See, same thing here. Look, he obviously knows something. And what does he know? He knows the screen's coming right to his face. I mean, he shuts it down. He doesn't make this tackle here, but they're dead in the water. So we get a 5-star player, right? But it's 2nd and 17. He's playing with instincts. He knows, hey, screen down. Pass down for sure, but maybe a screen down right here. Pay attention. We get a 5-star that's an instinctual ball player. That's good news, okay? It's always good news. And then there's this. I thought this was one of the best throws of the college football season. He's not even, I think he's in on the play here. He's on a wrap, but, I mean, Jesus. The anticipation here, Jonathan, realizing what's happening to him, they got another wide TE stunt. They're going to wrap him this way and take 8 all the way down the midline. So what's he going to do? He's going to naturally float right to his left. And here comes the float, and here comes the dart. 4th and 8, got to have it, absolute dot. This kid right here, by the way, this Latsir Brooks kid, good football player. All right, let's watch him versus Virginia. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, I want to take a quick break to give a big-time shout-out to our friends over at Sleeper, our premier sponsor on the year, and they're doing a great job. The #1 place for daily fantasy and prop plays, Sleeper Picks is a real money product that connects friends over picks. Choose 2 to 8 of your favorite players from pregame, live, or even across different sports. Pick more than or less than the predicted stats. It's that simple. Over on Sleeper, you can get up to 100x payouts, share with your friends, and get rewarded together. Use promo code Brooks today over on Sleeper and get a 100% deposit match up to $100. That's sleeper.com/promo/Brooks. Again, promo code Brooks on Sleeper gets you 100% deposit match today up to $100. Sleeper.com/promo/Brooks. Terms and conditions apply. I want to give you a quick tutorial of how friendly and how easy it is over there on Sleeper today. We're going to scroll over to the college football tabs at the top right there, and then you can see we've got all the quarterbacks ready for their pass yardage with their total yardages set. We've got rushing yardages for both quarterbacks and running backs, receiving yards, all that good stuff, passing touchdowns. And here's what I am looking at today, guys. Looks really juicy. Jamal Haynes, half a touchdown total in this matchup this weekend against Oklahoma. Come on, guys. One place to be this year, Sleeper. Promo code Brooks. We appreciate those guys. Here's a brief comment about the world of college football that we are currently in. I don't know what Missouri's doing, but they're doing something right with their NIL contracts, because you can tell. This is a bowl game, and nobody really cares about this bowl game except for these first-round MFers that are on the field. That's Zion Young right there. He played like his hair was on fire for 4 quarters. All right, and that's Damon Wilson. He's about to go get $2.5 or whatever $1 million he got out of the portal. They played hard against Virginia, a game that doesn't matter. They got something going on down here, something right, okay? He's passable in the run game. I don't think he's impactful. I think he's passable. He's down here on the bottom of your screen, okay? I think we're just good enough. All right, but I think if we were glued to FN, I think if we treated first down like third down, we snatch that tight end off our face and we make a tackle right here. You tell me, Jonathan, because it's a tackle right here. We did a good job stacking him. All right, we're peaking. We got outside shoulder. That's fine. But where's the effort to rip this guy off your face and go finish right now? Because I know you got it as a pass rusher. Where's it at in the run game? Watch it here from the tight. It's over here on the right side of your screen. Tell me if I'm being hypercritical. I tend to do this on these individual studies, Jonathan. I get a little overblown about one little misfit or one little thing about the football player. But I think we're just kind of there taking the rep. What do you think?
I mean, I think he's certainly doing his job. Like, he's making sure it goes back inside. He's letting it bounce, keeping outside arm free.
Yep.
Doing all the things.
Doing his job. I feel like we go beyond our job as a pass rusher, though.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like this right here. Where's our retrace? Okay? We get sent home on a stunt. That's fine. The ball is out right now. Okay? The ball is out. We're standing right here next to the quarterback. We don't ever get back in the picture, do we? Oh, there we are. We're all the way down here on the bottom of the screen. Look, hey, I'm being hypercritical. I know I am. But you know who else is? Jason Taylor. This stuff does not fly at Miami. I'm telling you. We practice this all the time. When we do one-on-ones, the moment the whistle is blown, they scream at your ass to run back, run back, run back. Because we save touchdowns like this. The retrace on this is unacceptable. We should be retracing right now. Our foot should be in the ground, and we should be running right where we came from. Do we make the play? I don't know. But that guy sure as hell almost did. Who is that? Where'd that guy come from? That guy came from way off the screen, didn't he? He's right here. He was right by us just a second ago. He's doing what we call retracing. He got a stab at it. By the way, that number 19 came from the same program. That's Darius Smith, the guy who was retracing. This says got to squeeze. Got to squeeze. Got to squeeze him in the pocket right here. Hey, we're trying to get back to that mush rush, right, Jonathan? We're trying to keep him inside, okay? So as we rush this outside shoulder of this tackle, we're trying to push him back. We're bull rushing him, but we got to keep that outside arm free so when we do push him into the quarterback, he's not allowed to do this. He's not allowed to get outside of the pocket, okay? But we forced the scramble. Unfortunately, the reason we got to squeeze is he picks up the first down, okay? Those are easy sacks, man. We earned the right to flush him. We should flush him right to us, right to our left arm, and we should fall right on him. 3rd and 10, I bet we dial one up right here. I bet we dial one up. It's 3rd and 10, but you know you're going to get a chip, right? Okay? So towards the end of the year, I think his sack total started to drop just a tad bit. This is the reason being, okay? They were not going to allow two-way goes for both of these football players, right? These two edge rushers at Missouri last year were just too damn good. Same thing Miami's got going on next year. One of you is going to get a chip, all right? The other guy better absolutely get home when we're one-on-one. All right, but this is a 3rd and 6 right here, and I don't know if this is avoidable, okay? But to me, Miami avoided it more than anybody else. I'm all for allowing guys to get home. I'm all for allowing guys to rush with freedom. I'm not all for doing it when we're going to sanctify our rush integrity, okay? I've always been like, hey, I want sacks too, but I want to be a great run defense. I want to make sure we don't give up explosive runs, particularly on 3rd and 6. And this is what happens to us, okay? When we have freedom of rush at all times, when we get to just do whatever we want, this is Zion Young down on the bottom. When we get to choose when we want to speed rush, what do? We open up massive creases in the run game right here, B gap, and we give up a 14-yard run on 3rd and 6, okay? And that, to me, is a backbreaker. But it's a give and take approach in football. We have to, like, there's some things that we have to be willing to do, like get upfield and get after quarterbacks, all right? But also know, I mean, I could drive a truck through that. You know what I mean? This note just says great instincts, okay? Off rip, he's pointing something out. He knows something's going on. He's seeing something, okay? Then we see run away, and we're immediately triggering the play action. Did you see that? Mm-hmm. I mean, we're into our pass rush before the ball fake is even completed. I would argue right now we've decided this is pass because our next step is upfield. Do you see that? So, again, the more and more I watched, the more I was taken back by. Buddy is locked the F in on whatever is going on. Now, we might take some run plays off. Okay, whatever. We're going to get your ass on 2nd and 10. We're going to get your ass on 3rd and 9. All right? This kid's really, really good and instinctual as a football player. Now, we forced that. That incompletion that would have been an explosive is on us. We got ourselves off the field right here. And what's the D&D on that? It's 1st and 10. All right, 2nd and 10. Okay, so he's playing something. He's got something going on up there mentally. It's another example of what I'm talking about from a freedom of rush opening us up a little bit in the run game. Backs away to us right now. We could potentially be getting run at us here on 2nd and 10. That's exactly what happens. But we are getting way upfield, aren't we? We're rushing that guard and blitzing that tackle like we're trying to get home right now on a blitz. We've opened up another massive crease here in the run game, and no linebacker is getting over the top of that, okay? So this is the blowback of doing what we're doing. Now, I understand why it's 2nd and 10. That is a passing down normally, all right? So you start seeing offensive coordinators kind of play opposite of their tendencies a little bit because they know, hey, look at what we just created on 2nd and 10. That's a walking first down right there. Okay. Now, I think this is another one of these mush rushes. Okay, and we're getting somewhat of a haphazard chip right here from the running back. Here's my only negative for Damon right here. Okay, even if we are mush rushing this football player, even if we are trying to squeeze the pocket on this quarterback, if the intentions are not for us to get home, we can't be doing it with our chest plate completely open for the offensive lineman. Watch this, Jonathan. Boom. He's got our chest now, doesn't he? Okay, we do nothing to get him off of our chest, do we? We're still exposed to our chest, all right, and then we get pushed off the spot late. We've got to either get hands on or get his hands off, one or the other, all right? Otherwise, he going to lock that chest plate. We're going to be done, okay? What in God's name did my notes say? We got to go in that joint hell-bent on FSU. All right, that's what it says. We got to go up in this joint hell-bent on messing some up. I do not feel like we are doing that right now. I feel like we're going in this kind of, we know it's run. We just did something to let everybody know we know it's run. Go up in there with hellified intentions. I feel like we pitter-pat a good bit here now. I know why. We got running back or quarterback coming back to us with wide lead, right, Jonathan? We got to break down a little bit in case we got to take that quarterback. But at this point right now, heat-seeking missile. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. We kind of fall in on it, don't we? I want to see you go in there hell-bent, okay? Hell-bent on messing some stuff up. Okay. Now, this is back to that mush rusher trying to keep this mobile quarterback inside the pocket, all right? He's over here on this corner. Now, here's my note on this one. I think our initial pad level is tremendous. We got really, really good pad level right now with intentions to bull rush. We got bad intentions right now. But watch the moment we receive contact, watch our pad level raise, and all of a sudden he gets lower than us, okay? Watch this right here. Boom, pad level's up, right? We lost it. We got to stay with that good forward lean, or else eventually, what's he going to do? He's going to settle and get his feet back up underneath us. We're not going to be stopped if we play with that same level of pad level throughout this rush, okay? I like our intensity, though. I like our intentions. We're going to go right through the chest, and we're going to squeeze that pocket. And we do. We force the ball out. We got to pressure, all right? But I think we have an opportunity to put that tackle in his lap, all right, if we stay with that good forward lean. This was nuts to me, okay? This was absolutely insane to watch, okay? Because I just don't normally see it. This is 1st and 10. Now, what is all right, it's the middle of the third quarter. This isn't like a 2-minute drive. It's the ball at the middle of the field, 1st and 10, okay? Backs away to us. Normally, in 90% of defenses that I watch, this guy's going to be real, real solid at the point of the attack right now because odds are we might be getting run to us. Watch the freedom of rush. He is rushing like it's 3rd and 12 in the daggum Super Bowl. Watch this get off and watch how upfield we are. You know what I mean? Like, we don't get this type of freedom of rush everywhere, okay? Now, it is a pass. It is indeed the right decision. But I just don't know how many teams allow guys to do this. Or how many teams got the tip-offs. Whatever we got to know, they got it right. Okay. This note says random power showing up. We ran right through this guard. Now, this guard's feet are all twisted. He's being a non-athletic friend of ours right here. But, hey, random power in the hands showing up right here. And I say random because we're a twitch athleticism profile. We're not a bull rush. We're not a power in the pads type of guy. And then we do that. We just chunk a dude off of his feet at 330 pounds. So, you know what that shows me? We got promise. We got promise in our hand strikes. We got promise in our strength. We got promise in our power. We got to show that. All right, I think Miami's going to do a good job of squeezing everything that is available in this football player. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you hit that thumbs up button on your way out. Love you. Bye.